introduce you our next fighter tonight. He's 21, he's from No Rest in Bristol. He's a bricklayer and plasterer in the daytime. And tonight he's in the red corner. It's William the Conqueror George! His opponent is 38 years old, from Kingswood in Bristol. He's a plasterer as well during the daytime. But tonight, fighting out the blue corner, is Nick the Bomber Bevan!
Fight number 11 brings us the Battle of the Plasterers. 21-year-old William the Conqueror George from Knoll West in the red corner, and Nick the Bomber Bevan from Kingswood. The difference is he's 38, almost 20 years between these two. Will it tell when it comes to fitness and stamina, with the natural exorbitance of youth on the side of William George? Or will it be the maturity of Nick Bevan, the Bomber? At stake here, bragging rights for the plasterer. The lively but controlled start from both men. Good controlled boxing. George looking to lead with that stiff jab. Bevan the same, moves forward nicely. As I said, good controlled boxing, both men. Nice measured start. Nice right-hand attempt there from Bevan, just misses. Both men light on their feet and moving nicely. And again, Bevan tries to initiate with the left and right, out of range though. And George happy to counter as his man comes in, waits for his man to come in and looks for the counter punch. Neither man quite found the range yet for any telling work. It's just the first round, and again you can see Bevan trying to initiate, trying to throw the heavy leather with the right hand, but just not quite getting through. George looking to push out the left jab, and it's George just stepping in now to test his man that bit more, probing with that jab again, trying to take centre ring. Left gets through from Bevan, but he has to ship a right from George to give it. So tit-for-tat punches there. Nice even opening round here. Both men having a really good look at each other before committing to big combinations. And again, Bevan just out of range with those left and rights, whereas George just lands with that right hand. Very close opening round. Good, competent boxers, but if I had to go for just one, it'd be just the slightly sharper work for me, for the man in the red corner, William George. But it is slight. The judges might see it differently. But if I'm not going a drawn round, I am going for the red corner. So 2 of 3 and a very close opening round. They've had a good look at each other, and it's still there for the taking. Maybe if one man takes that little step in closer, steps up the work rate to give the judges a really easy job to do in the second. That's what one of them needs to do. And again, Bevan looking to land that left and right, but George is good on the counter. He stays calm and he counters sweetly like he did with that left hand there. and very subtly takes centre ring as well. Although it looks like Bevan, the man doing all the work, he's having to skirt the ring and do extra work, use up more energy. George just takes the centre of that ring, stays there, calls Bevan in, and then looks to counter, and it's worked for him. Then steps in, asks a couple of questions of his own now. Corners his man, lands with that left again. Again, as you can see, takes the centre ring, holds it, forces Bevan to work and move. And he's just out of range with those left and rights, Bevan. The left not quite making it, and when that doesn't reach, you know the right's not going to. Needs to be half a step closer before he launches. Close the gap back just that bit quicker and let the leather go then. As it is, George fighting comfortably within himself. Nice lazy movement, rolling the shoulders nicely. Looks a natural boxer. As I said, all these men here only having that 10 weeks training camp. That's what makes this such an exciting format. The 0 to hero, you have your 10 weeks, then your moment in the sun, the big night that they've got here now in front of the huge crowd. And for me, William George looks a natural. He's adapted well, he's looked comfortable. Nose bleeding slightly here, I think, but again, moves nicely, counters nicely, and automatically, instinctively takes centre ring. So you're looking at someone that's naturally picked up from his training here and adapted well to it. But all credit to all these boxers here tonight with their training, and then this big crowd, big vocal crowd, this atmosphere to perform like this, superb. And the bomber Nick Bevan has had his moments. He has got through, and he nods to his corner to say that was a better round. And I agree with him. Whether it's enough to take it, I don't know, but a very nice, even round, that second one, which, as I said, mine's just an hopefully informed opinion, but it's the judges that count, and they could see that first round differently. So going into the third, there could be everything to fight for here. So third and final round, and this is tight. This is a good bout, and there's still possibly everything to fight for here now. So instinctively again, George takes the centre of the ring, and although he's the man that counters, he always makes sure that it's Bevan that's got to do the work, got to do the movement and come to him. Good stiff left there from George as Bevan comes forward and gets through with it again, right through the channel. It's a nice jab, working well for the man in the red corner. Bevan looked to push out his own jab there. Wary now of the man in red, knowing that he counters his work, knowing that when he comes in to throw that left and right, a counter is going to come from George, making him think that's a good stiff left from Bevan. George bursts forward though, pushing the pace once more, and it's that jab that sets everything up. Both men tit for tat jabs now. Bevan found his range better as the bout's gone on. George pushing the pace again though. Good shots, right hand especially in the middle of that combination there. Pushing his man back, and this could be the difference between the two, catching the judge's eyes, constantly coming forward, constantly got his man on the back foot, taking the centre of the ring, cutting the ring down, throwing the leather. That, as you saw with that right hand as well, Bevan doing well, but there, double jab lands from the man in the red corner. And it's the ring control, I think, will catch the judge's eyes here. Nice turn that time though by Bevan, turns his man neatly, has to follow it up though, has to get his success where he can. Big right hand, and George stays in the pocket there, throwing the leather, cuts the ground down again. End of a third, tough round, and a good round again for Bevan, had his share, but I think the judges will go with the red corner for the ring control.
Okay, your winner tonight Once again by unanimous decision.